Alright, now this is the dual filament plug, and this uses an 1157 bulb, which is a dual filament push-in type bulb. The part number is 85830. It's a double contact front and rear socket, 1984 up, again for 1157. This is a Dorman product. Now this gasket goes here, and this will have to be put back on. This is what holds the socket tightly into place to keep the socket from rattling. The only modification that I had to make to replicate the stock socket is this large part here. You see how it's stepped. This is a lock for a General Motors type car. Okay, I grind that down smooth. I leave and I grind this little piece here off. I leave everything else like it is, and it will, you can turn it in to the stock socket on the Concours in the reflector, and it'll hold just like it was made for. So let me grind this off, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I get finished. Now this lock has been ground off, and then the two little tips that came out here have been ground down smooth. So this is what the socket now looks like. This again is the 85830 Dorman part. So we'll put now our gasket back on, and then you take this to the bike, and this can be turned in to the socket. And it will mount up like it has on this saddle. And now that's the new dual filament socket that's turned in. It's a little fiddly, but pretty much straightforward. You get it turned in, it's in there good and tight. It has the gasket, white gasket in the back, you can see, which is what helps to keep it waterproof and ties it in tightly. So now we'll take the wiring harness, and the black, of course, is the ground, the brown is the running light, the yellow is the turn signal. So I'll take the socket from the stock light, cut it, then we'll splice it in. Now I'm going to cut this wiring harness, and the black with a yellow tracer is the ground, and the green wire will be my turn signal. I will pull these back, skin them off, and I'll use a wire end connector. Use this wire end connector. And now the stock wiring harness is ready to go back into the bike. We'll plug this into our new socket. This will be thrown away, unfortunately. There's not anything wrong with it other than a single filament. But I need this pigtail out of it so that I can plug this directly into the harness on the bike. So now the pigtail is wired in. Of course, the black is the ground, black and yellow tracer is the ground from the Kawasaki pigtail, the yellow is the turn signal filament, and of course that would be the green. The brown wire is the running lamp, and I will trace the brown wire under here and I'll join these two together, and I'll put a bullet end on it and plug in here, and that's where I'll pick up my keyed 12 volts for the running lamps. Now I'm going to tape this up and this harness, make it easier to handle, and then we'll fish it back in and plug it back into the stock wiring harness. Alright, now I have turn signal working on this side, and let's see, turn that off. I have never used the hazards. Here we go. That's what we got here. Alright, there's the hazard lights working. Let's see. Here is my right side harness, the one I just made up. And here is the left side harness. I do have extra wiring. I can zip tie this together and put it away neatly. Here's the brown wire. I'll fish this under, strip the end, and I'll join these two together and come out of this keyed 12 volts, and that will give me my running lights.